oh gosh, we're covering friction. The only friction that's going to be happening is going to be the one in my rectum. It's happened. Oh. Welcome back. It's the dramatic return of hot stuff, and today, oh good lord, I have this. This is the bomb. Have you ever seen that show, Hot Ones from First We Feast, where they interview people eating very, very spicy hot wings? They always end up collapsing on the floor when they've eaten the wings covered in this. I'm already choking up in anticipation. We're actually going to be covering Friction Labs and their new product, Vault number 5. I mean, I'm already in trouble. I've got a glass of milk here. This is designed to generate returns in volatile market conditions while offering protection on deposited principal. We thought this would be a good one to cover. Firstly, it's on Solana. We don't do enough on Solana. And secondly, the market is all over the place at the moment, and having a product which will keep everything in check sounds really good to me. But before we do that, of course, as is the tradition, this is going to be so bad. I'm going to pour myself a little spoon of this. Because, oh good God, we tried this earlier, and like one little drop, and it really, oh gosh, we're covering friction. The only friction that's going to be happening is going to be the one in my rectum. It's happened. Oh, I've just seen what's on the bottle. 135,600 Scoville units. I think Tabasco is 3,750. That being said, let's compose ourselves, have a glass of milk, and get into what I consider hot stuff, which is Friction from Friction Labs. Earn sustainable yield powered by Friction Vaults. These are the structured products that you can find on Friction that are designed to do various things. Yeah, this is not messing about. Oh God. Okay, it's fine. I'm back. So Friction is a Shut up. I'll make you drink it as well. So Friction is a crypto asset portfolio management platform powering the evolution of DeFi on Solana. Their words, not mine. And it basically automates portfolio management to generate yield across market cycles. And yield is a bit of a tricky concept right now because everyone's very suspicious of where yield comes from. Anchor, where was the yield coming from? Well, actually, we knew where the yield was coming from. It was just unsustainable. So what they're claiming is you can trade top DeFi names with optionality. So you can take out options, you can take a put and call positions, and it's the smarter version of leverage without liquidations. You can hedge your downside while maximizing yield on LP positions. You can manage your treasury, build community, and hire the best through IOOs and structured liquidity mining. Who will this be for? Well, I'm thinking this is primarily for DAOs, NFT projects that have treasuries that they want to manage in a more kind of effective way and generate yield on those without taking on too much risk at the same time. Obviously, in DeFi, risk is a relative term, but the one we're looking at today, Vault 5, will be one that's designed really to thrive under the very specific market conditions that we're in right now. So Vaults, as I said, they're Friction's native structured products. They offer sustainable income generation and volatility yield strategies. So basically taking advantage of volatility in the market and giving you a simple way to take advantage of that volatility. And each Vault has a different structure in place. They do different things depending on what you want to do with them, and designed to be, as they say, a building block for your portfolio or your DAO treasuries. There's quite an advanced thing here. But again, if you are setting up an NFT project or setting up a DAO, definitely worth having a think about this. Also, one of the things I've been kind of really leaning into is that Solana has a lot of things that are very interesting for DeFi. And I'm hearing more and more people telling me that they're taking advantage of it because they just find it works better for them in terms of setting up projects the way they want them set up. And that's why we thought we'd look at Solana today. So vaults, here are the vaults you can find on Friction's website at the moment. Vault 1, generate income. So you can enhance yield on volatile assets with call option overwriting. And these are available on AvaX, FTT, Mango. Mango actually plays a big part, as does Solend, in the Friction ecosystem. Then you've got sustainable stables. You can earn on stable coins using automated cash secured puts. There's a crab strategy for sideways markets. And then there's a basis yield, which is a delta neutral strategy. My God, I can't speak because of this. Let's keep going. So vault number 1, you can generate income, which is an automated call options selling strategy, which is kind of fun. Vault 2, sustainable stables. As I said, what are we looking at here? 32.6% APY on a cash secured put on Sol with USDC. Some high yields here. Again, take with a pinch of salt. These are also compounding as well. Definitely worth looking into, but I wouldn't put anything massive in them to begin with because, again, 32% seems high. Then we have the crab strategy, which is paying out 24.2% APY. And again, that's automated and generate returns in range-bound markets. And we're not necessarily in a range-bound market right now, but we have seen them. So that could be interesting. And then we have a stable delta neutral strategy. We've covered those before on the channel, but the one we're really interested in is number 5, which just launched. So this is about capital protection. And really at this point in the market, what you want to do is kind of preserve as much capital as possible and limit your downside risk in the market. So this is, as I said, designed to generate returns in volatile market conditions while offering protection on deposited principal. And what it does, it combines yields from lending, which is interest payments, and tail risk protection from volatility products, i.e. options, into one single product. Oh yeah, it performs best in rising interest rate and high volatility environments. That's exactly where we are right now. Oh, good Lord. So this is a graph of how things will change from week to week. And the key features are the deposit value is protected, meaning your loss is limited to the interest generated. So whatever you put in, you can't lose it. You can only lose what you gained. And you can earn in volatile markets with systematic exposure to convex instruments such as call put options that pay out during sharp market moves. So if the market does seem to turn against you, then you're going to be in the money. So you deposit USDC or Sol, then that the vault lends that asset to generate continuous interest payments, and it's using Tulip, which is Solana's lending aggregator, using Solend, I think, as well. And then each week, the interest earned is systematically allocated to a strategy which provides volatility protection in the form of a basket of call or put options. So you're hedging against yourself, and the options will outperform in periods of elevated market volatility. So it's using all the clever things that DeFi can do and more traditional things to limit your downside risk. And in this case, limit it completely. So this is kind of a nice graph of what's happening and where it's going, as we just explained. So the risks, well, obviously the smart contract risk involved in all of this, as there would be on any borrowing and lending market. Friction claims that they address this by composing with protocols that have been battle tested and audited multiple times and are transparent with performance data. As with any layer 1, I'm sure there are some good or more robust lending platforms and some slightly sketchier ones that will be offering higher yields. They claim that the ones they're depositing with are battle tested, so Tulip, Solend, and Mango. Then there's lending optimizer rebalancing logic. Tulip was carefully selected based on their rebalancing logic. Notably, Tulip's strategy vault had zero exposure to Solend during a recent spike in pool utilization. And they say they've been audited with no critical high severity issues found, and the results are available on the website. But there you go. Vault 5 will be unaudited on launch. And yeah, so this is how it works: principal protection and volatility protection. There you go. So in order to take advantage of this, there's one more thing that you need, and it is one of these, which is the Lightning OG NFT. I'm not sure exactly why. I think this is just an early reward for people who have these NFTs. So if you have one of these NFTs and it's equipped in your wallet, you will be able to use Vault number 5. It costs 5.9 for the floor Lightning OG at the moment. That, I think, is around about 100 and maybe like $200 at the moment, maybe a little bit more than that. So that's what you'll need to take advantage of that. Now, some of the other interesting things that we have on Friction, we've got the vaults, as we can see here, the vaults, not vaults, but vaults. And then we also have circuits. This is something I was kind of interested in as well, which is treasury management for DAOs. So figuring out ways of plugging in all these different pieces of what's available on Friction and allowing these to essentially safeguard your treasury and allow it to earn yield. And it's definitely something we've been looking at in more detail, because I think probably over the next couple of years, the market's going to be relatively sideways or up and down, a little bit sketchy. So anything that can help you navigate those kind of conditions in more certainty, if you're still trying to build in this market, will be a good thing. So definitely something to, if you're watching this video, make your favorite project aware that this is possible, particularly if they're building on Solana, even if they're not, something to take note of, because I think it's a very interesting way of making funds go further when the market is against you. And because this is hot stuff and we're talking about Friction, it's time to do another slug of this extraordinary hot sauce. I'm not looking forward to this. You'll see a grown man probably cry. Whatever you do, you must never put this in your eye. And go watch hot stuff, the hot ones on YouTube, and see the likes of Gordon Ramsay and Scarlett Johansson, what happens when they have this. I'll see you on the other side of it. This is my Friction burn just for you. Oh, it gets right in the back of your throat. But I'm okay. Yeah, I should do more next time. Carolina Reaper. Here we come. See you on the other side. Oh, I probably need a poo right now. Santé.